If my fringe annoys you, it's annoying me as well. So let's just go past that. It's very long and I'm trying to just grow it out a little bit so it's a little longer. I thought I'd do a Q&A for this Sunday's video, and I asked some questions on Instagram. I got a lot of responses for questions that I've never answered before on Q&A, so I thought it was perfect. First question is, what is your biggest aspiration in life? We're starting with the deep, juicy stuff. My biggest aspiration in life is to, I don't know, just be successful within myself. Not successful in somebody else's business, but, you know, be successful in my own business. Ideally, P social management, what I've got at the moment, is what I'd love to be really successful in, which is social media management and marketing. So that is my biggest aspiration at the moment. Obviously, as I get older, it's going to change. At the moment, obviously my career is really important as an aspiration in life, but also like buying my own house and, you know, having a family and everything like that is all stuff that's going to come in the future. It's stuff that I obviously aspire to have, but at the moment isn't my priority. My career is probably my priority right now, and so working on P social management and really getting that up and running fully and with a really strong client base is something that I aspire to at the moment in my life. The next question is, how often did you come home when you went to uni? If you watch any of my uni videos or vlogs, you will know that I was home all the time. It depended. If Dom was home, then I would come home probably every other weekend. But if he wasn't home and he was away over winter or whatever it was, I wouldn't come home as much. I actually wouldn't, because I'd find coming home harder, even though it's just, you know, it was my family here and whatnot. I'd find myself coming home just for like home comforts and things, so I tended to stay in Southampton for much longer, probably about a month at a time. But I had stuff on to come back for. I had 21st birthdays, I had dinners, I had, you know, like events that were going on that I needed to be back for, so I didn't make the effort to come home just for the purpose of coming home. I'd come back for those events and that would be alright. It also changed throughout first year, second year and third year. First and second year I came home so much, but third year, because I had so much work to do as well, that I didn't really concentrate on coming home that much. Who are your current favourite YouTubers? I love your style, by the way. Thank you. My current favourite YouTubers, I love this question because I watch so much YouTube. Like, hands down is Sophia and Cinzia. I just absolutely love them. They're funny, I love their style. Their videos are just really good. And then you just feel like their friend. So I really like Sophia and Cinzia. I like Sid and Elle. Their videos are really nice. They make me laugh. I like Sunbeams Jess. I've always loved Sunbeams Jess. She is beautiful. Her style is amazing. She has the most beautiful home in London, and she did a lot of uni videos, and she's doing dissertation stuff now, and I just find it really interesting. So I really like her. And there's people that I go, you know, on and off with, but I think those three are the ones that if they're in my inbox at the moment, I click on them straight away. And obviously, you know, the same old people like Estee Lalonde, I adore her. I'd click on her video straight away too. What advice do you have for people that want to work in social media or content marketing? I was very lucky in the sense that because I've done YouTube for so long and Instagram and everything like that, I knew that that was kind of what I wanted to go into, and I'd had experience being on the other side of social media and influencer marketing and content creation and things like that. So I kind of understood it from the other end instead of being the person actually controlling all of the social media management or content marketing or things like that. So I knew that I wanted to flip it and do what I do for myself for other people. Just having a really big passion for it and interest in it really helped me, and I was super lucky enough to meet Olivia when I did. Olivia is the founder, owner of Weekend Inn, who I work for part-time. She helped me a lot when I was at university. I joined a group for like women in business and things like that, and I asked a question on the group and she was the one that actually replied to me, and we got chatting and she really helped me whilst I was at university. And obviously I followed all her Instagram accounts and things and saw that she had this business that I was also trying to set up at university as part of my degree, and so I followed her business. She happened to advertise that she was looking for a social media assistant, digital marketing assistant kind of person to join her team. And so I applied for it and she hired me, which was amazing. And I think that has helped me so much in the industry wise, knowing that that's exactly what I want to do, because I love going to work there. So I'd say if you wanted to get into content marketing, is to speak to people within it, speak to people within the industry, go and do some work experience. If you can't get a job as an assistant, at least then go and do some work experience for them. And once you have built up that kind of experience in the industry, then it works really well in your favor when it comes to applying for jobs. I was just lucky enough that I had YouTube, I guess, for a few years on my CV. And it was something that I could say that I'd done and was kind of involved in social media and content marketing, which is why it probably helped me in that respect. But yeah, just go and get some experience. It's really good. You'll get an idea as to what kind of marketing you want to go into, what you like doing most, whether that's social media management, content creation, things like that. And who you want to work for. There's a lot of different marketing businesses out there. Olivia's I absolutely adore, which is why I love working for it, because she only takes on clients that represent her as a person and a brand, and it's lifestyle, beauty, fashion sort of brands and businesses that fit her aesthetic and fit her beliefs. So yeah, it's a great business. So just go and get some experience. It's an amazing industry to work for. I absolutely love it. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you choose? Dom and I went to New York last year and we both actually said that we'd love to live in New York. Not permanently at all, probably only for like 6 months a year. But I think New York would be an amazing place to work. So interesting, you meet so many different people. It's massive. And it's just really busy, and but it's different to London. It's so different to London. So I would definitely love to live there for a bit. I also think I could live in Australia, probably somewhere that's a bit busier, maybe Sydney. Yeah, Australia I think is actually a really nice place to live. Obviously you drive on the same side of the road. It feels very English, but Australian. It's sunny, the people are really nice. Yeah, I don't know, I quite like Australia. What are you up to now that you've finally graduated from uni? As I mentioned earlier, I am working for a social media management, marketing, events planning business called Weekend in Bristol. I'm working for them part-time, and I am a digital marketing assistant there, which I absolutely love. It's really fun. And other than that, I am working freelance basically. I actually became officially self-employed a few weeks ago. I am essentially self-employed but working for Olivia. I do my own taxes and things, and so obviously I have P Social Management as well as my business, and I'm doing client work there, so any income that I have from that is also my, you know, self-employment freelance work. YouTube as well is self-employed, so I do my YouTube, I have my business, I work for Olivia, and I also am working with agencies on the side, just doing like promotional work. So I've been working for Ribena over the summer and a bit of Lucozade and things like that. So yeah, I've got my hands in many a pies. Is that the saying? I feel like that's the saying. I'm absolutely loving it. I know that I want to be self-employed and work freelance for the rest of my life, I think. I love working for people, like I'm working for an agency of course, but I don't feel like I could become as successful as I want to under somebody else, like for somebody else's big corporation business. I love working with Olivia and her small business based in Bristol. That's amazing, and obviously it's kind of like freelance work for me, and I think that is the way that I want to become most successful, is working for myself as such. So that is my focus and my goal, and I'm hoping that by the end of the next year my business is well established and I have a good solid client base that I can work with. That is what I'm hoping. Somebody asked when I'm gonna make some babies. Definitely not anytime soon. Favorite apps to stay organized? Called Time Tree, and it's essentially just a calendar app. But the reason that I've got it, and my friends will laugh if any of you are watching this, but Dom and I both have the app and we have a shared calendar. And it's so helpful, and that might sound really, I don't think it's weird to have a shared calendar, but some people laugh at it, so yeah. We've got a shared calendar, and basically he inputs stuff that he's up to and I put in what I'm doing, and then we know exactly what each other are doing, and so when we're free and can go away or do stuff together, we know what's going on. And plus with his cricket, because he's away every single week somewhere different, I don't know if he's at home or if he's away or where he's going, I can see ahead where he's going to be or where he is that week. So that's really handy, and then we can plan in stuff that we want to do together, and that's something that I use daily instead of the calendar on my phone. Do you have any advice with dealing with loneliness whilst at university? Loneliness was something that I think I pretty much experienced throughout the 3 years that I was there. My third year, not so much. I kind of learnt to just cope with it and deal with it, and I was used to it. But my first and second year especially, was pretty hard. People get lonely for different reasons. You might be missing your family, a boyfriend, friends, or you just, even though you're surrounded by loads of people, you can still feel incredibly lonely and alone, especially being in a new city. I kept myself really busy with uni work. I kept myself busy with the friends that I did have at uni. We go out and do stuff, we'll go shopping. My best advice and the best thing that I did at university was sign up to the gym. I've always been to the gym and done sports since I can remember, so going to the gym wasn't something that was weird for me. But even if it's not something that you do usually, it's so cheap to do as a student because they always have student deals. And I think I paid around like £15, £20 a month, which is nothing for a gym membership. And I would just go to the gym. I'd come home from uni, I'd go to the gym, I'd wake up, I'd go to the gym. And if I had days off, I would go to the gym in the morning, have a class in the evening or something like that. And it really, really helped me to get out the house and do something different and take my mind off the fact that I was just sitting on my own, not really doing too much. And I really enjoyed it. I enjoy exercise anyway. It's an amazing way to de-stress and kind of take your mind off of things that might be making you feel upset. And I absolutely loved it. The classes weren't too great compared to the ones that I've got now here, but you know, there are classes nonetheless. And if you don't have a clue when going to the gym and what you want to do and you're a little bit intimidated, classes are a great way to get started because you've got someone else kind of teaching you what to do. So the gym was definitely my best. If I could give one piece of advice for loneliness, it would be signing up to the gym or signing up to something that you can just take yourself away from the situation and go and do. Do you have a bae? Yes, I do. I have a boyfriend. His name is Dominic. You'll probably see him on my Instagrams and things. Yeah, he's amazing. He's my best friend and we've been together 2.5 years, so yeah. What is the country or city that you dream to discover? New Zealand's definitely a part of the world I'd love to go to. I'd love to go skiing. I'd also love to do just the side of it that's kind of very much like English countryside. I think that is a beautiful country that I'd love to go to. I'd also really like to go to Copenhagen, or I'd really like to go to Sweden. I'd love to go to a Scandinavian country just with their style and their way of living. It's so different. And I think I'd really like to experience that. Yeah, probably a Scandinavian country, New Zealand. I'd love to do Bali again and do it a little bit better. And obviously America is somewhere I'd absolutely love to discover more places. I've been to Florida and New York, but I'd really like to go to the other side and see what's going on over there. Favourite high street stores? Hands down, H&M is always a staple for me. I worked there for 5 years, but I just love their style anyway because they're obviously Swedish. So H&M, Zara is amazing, Mango. I'd probably say somewhere like And Other Stories and COS, just in the H&M family or Zara family I really like. So Pull & Bear, Mango, Stradivarius, you know, the families that are in Zara, and kind of focus more on Scandinavian style. Any tips for confidence? Unrelated, but could you do a natural makeup look? Yes, I am doing that soon, I believe. I don't know if people who know me would say that I'm confident. I think people who used to know me at school would say I was very confident, because I feel like I was quite confident at school. But I don't know, just as I grew up and going to college and going to university, I became incredibly quiet and reserved, and I feel like I turned from an extrovert into an introvert a little bit. I think my friends and people who know me really well will say that I'm very confident and very extroverted in my personality, but people who don't know me would think I'm quite shy, I think. Like the other day, I went to the gym and I put on my favourite gym outfit. It was a pair of Under Armour leggings. I put on a nice sports bra and a black top, and I wore all black and went to the gym. I had my hair in a bun. I had a little bit of makeup on just from the day, and I felt so confident. And I don't know why. I just find, for me, my confidence comes from what I wear. If I wear clothes or an outfit that I think looks great, then I'm a different person because I feel like I can be myself. If my outfit is slightly off, something's wrong with my hair or my outfit, I will kind of shy away, which is really strange, but I feel like that's something that I've noticed recently, is that I am my most confident when I feel good in an outfit. In terms of tips, I think just find for yourself what makes you feel best and just keep doing that. If that's also, fake tan has been a big one for me because I'm so pale, and every time I see people they will always point out how pale I am, and that's something that I really don't like about myself. But because I was on Roaccutane during my college years, my skin is incredibly sensitive to the sun, and I cannot go and sit in the sun because it's really damaging to my skin because of the Roaccutane that I was on. So that is why I'm so pale. You know, it's not because I just don't tan and I don't sit in the sun. I choose not to sit in the sun, which my skin will probably thank me for later. But to combat that and feeling rubbish about that, I will fake tan pretty much weekly. And to me, it's not a thing that really bothers me. It's just something that's part of my routine. And I'm never orange. I never, you know, if I'm patchy, I will scrub it off and I'll start again. I'm not one to be noticeably, you know, drenched in fake tan at all. It's something that's very subtle for me, and I don't even go much darker, but to me it's a difference and I feel a lot better in myself. Just find little things that work for you and just go for it, and I think you'll find that it just shines out of you when you feel good in yourself. How did you discover your clothing style? I think my style's definitely evolved and changed over time. It's going to, obviously I look back on my school days and think, what on earth was I thinking? But now I think I've really solidified my style, and it's going to change, trends change obviously, but I definitely know what I like and dislike. I'm very boyish, very androgynous in my style. I joked the other day with Lottie about this because we are both very similar in the sense that of our style and the way we dress, and I'm very much a jeans, t-shirt, trainers, hoodie, blazer kind of person than I am like a dress kind of person. And I do wear dresses a lot, and this summer I wore so much colour and dresses and floral and everything, and it was just really girly for me, which I found really strange. But I am very boyish in my style, and I think it's honestly just from Instagram, Pinterest. Like, I go on Pinterest, if I don't know what to wear I will just go on Pinterest and I'll show you a little clip of my board, but I've got an outfit board, and if I don't know what to wear I'll just go in my save pins and wear something similar. Following Scandinavian girls on Instagram is massive. Copenhagen Fashion Week was amazing, and I definitely think my style is very Scandi, androgynous, boyish. Yeah, I think that's definitely my style, and I'm hoping that that reflects in what I wear because that's how I think I look in my head. Okay, I'm gonna finish off with advice for uni, because I've had so many different things, like advice for someone going to second year, best tips for staying focused, best thing about uni, and I'm just going to do an overall advice thing. I've mentioned this a lot in my past, and feel free to go back and watch any of my uni videos because I go a lot more in depth with stuff about this. But my best advice is to just enjoy it, and if you don't enjoy it, find a way you can enjoy it, whatever that way or thing may be. I found myself not enjoying uni, so I signed up to the gym, and I'd make sure that I'd go home every other week or every 3 weeks or something like that. And to me, that got me through uni and helped me to focus and motivate myself to keep going there, but knowing that I had something else to look forward to. Staying focused in uni can be so difficult. I found myself planning, and I had planners, and I'd write to-do lists and everything, and that helped me so much, and I think everyone's different in that respect, and that was the way that I coped. But just find stuff that works for you. Find stuff that makes you happy. And if you're happy in your life in general at uni, like nothing to do with uni, uni's out of the question. If you're happy within yourself and where you live and your bedroom and your friends and everything, and you find stuff that makes you enjoy the place that you're living in, uni will just flow and be so much easier if you are happy within yourself. I focus so much on liking university because I didn't like the course I was doing, or I didn't like it as a whole. I needed to really pick apart what it was that I wasn't enjoying, and it mostly was like the social side of it and where I was living and the city I was living in. So I really focused on what I needed to do to distract myself from hating it and trying to learn to enjoy it more. I got a job at Hollister in West Quay. I went to the gym and just gymmed honestly probably about 6-7 times a week, and I focused on my work, and I spent time with friends that I truly wanted to spend time with, and that just distracted me so much. It was a lot going on, but I found the more I was busy, the more it helped me at uni and I stayed focused. So just find stuff that makes you happy within yourself, and I think the rest will follow. That is my Q&A. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that I answered some questions that maybe you haven't heard me speak about before. As always, if you have any questions, leave them down below, give me a DM, whatever. If you're going off to uni in a week or a few weeks or whatever it is, whenever you go back to uni, I can't even remember. Best of luck, it'll be amazing. Have a great time. So I will see you next week for another video.